Hello, San Francisco. I have a special message for Black Power Month. I wrote a poem, and the poem is titled Miss Quitter. And the reason why I wrote this poem was because of somebody that I met who wanted to end their life. And we got to talking. And so in this conversation that we were having, I says, but a quitter is going to be ending up being a loser. And the person said, so? And so I thought, well, this is a challenge. And I really believed the person. And so what I did was I promised them that I would write them a poem. And the poem, titled Miss Quitter, is because of my belief that a quitter is going to end up being a loser. So bear with me as I set the situation up. My name is Mr. Devil, and I introduce to thee two compatible hearts for a wedding ceremony. First, there's Mr. Loser, society he would blame, and then there's Miss Quitter, who was about to change her name. I met Miss Quitter right in the community church, looking for a husband, and I offered to help her search. I met Mr. Loser one night while out on the town. I jumped for joy, shouting, "Look what I have found!" They were meant for one another. It was very plain to see. I even got old jealous Cupid to agree reluctantly. Now, on the day of the wedding, I met family and friends. The best man and maid of honor were Mr. and Miss Criticism. Mr. and Mrs. Negative had nothing negative to say, and Mr. and Mrs. Complaint were happy on that day. Do you, Mr. Loser, take Miss Quitter for a wife? Oh, yes, Mr. Devil, for the rest of my life. And do you, Miss Quitter, take Mr. Loser for a husband? Oh, yes, Mr. Devil, this is my kind of man. Now let's have the ring made of unforgettable misery and place it on her finger for all the world to see. I now pronounce you Mr. and Mrs. Loser on this very special day, and losers you shall be forever unless God changes your ways.